The Infinix Hot 11 is a device I didn't think we'd see this year, but here it is. It packs some improvements, most notable being a 90Hz high refresh rate display, 50MP main camera, and that massive 6000 mAh battery. But there are some noticeable downgrades too. What up guys, Izzy here and welcome to the channel. It's already December and not many devices are released around this time of the year, but Infinix is not done just yet. So you are looking at their latest addition to the Hot series, the Infinix Hot 11, which costs about 89,000 naira for the 4GB version with 128GB of storage. Before this, we've seen the Hot 10T and Hot 10i, both of which were released earlier this year. The Infinix Hot 11 should be an upgrade to the Hot 10 from 2020, but to some extent, many might not be pleased as it looks to come with a few downgrades. Not much has changed with design, but the first design change you'll notice is the waterdrop notch design, as opposed to the left hole punch style we saw with the Hot 10. On the specs part, the Infinix Hot 11 is powered by the Mediatek Helio G37, as opposed to the more powerful Helio G70 we saw on its predecessor last year, and also on the Hot 10T we saw earlier this year. The interesting part about this is that some regions get the Hot 11 with the Mediatek Helio G70, also with USB-C and Full HD 1080p display, but we get the Hot 11 with the G37, a 720p display and micro USB. But hey, we also get 90Hz refresh rate, a massive 6000 mAh battery, and also the higher 50 megapixel main camera, so I guess that compensates enough. The Infinix Hot 11 now comes in a much slimmer box than previously, but it doesn't lack any accessory. The device aside, we get its transparent protective casing, its charger, a micro USB cable, and a pair of earphones. There's also a screen protector already pre-installed on the device right from the box. The design of the Infinix Hot 11 is noticeably different from the Hot 10T, but not that far from its predecessor, the Hot 10. It has a camera bump on the rear, much similar to the Hot 10. Also, the fingerprint scanner remains rear mounted. We've seen so much side mounted fingerprint sensors lately, the rear mounted one is starting to feel old. But it has not lost its effectiveness. It is still functional and pretty much fast and as accurate as before. The Infinix Hot 11 comes in a couple of colors. This one they call the Exploratory Blue. The rear design is segmented in two, with the top half having more spaced out stripe pattern and the bottom half having closer stripes. It is a glossy rear finish, but interestingly you don't see that much smudges, probably due to the color or the stripe pattern. All its ports and buttons remain in their expected positions. We are still stuck with a micro USB port here, as I've earlier mentioned. The speaker on the Hot 11 is a single button firing one, which is decent and loud enough for a mono speaker. The display of the Infinix Hot 11 is glass, and just above it is a dual LED flashlight for those that may want to take selfies in not so good lighting conditions. It is a 6.82 inches IPS LCD display with a resolution of 720 by 1640. It is a decent LCD display that gets bright enough for outdoor use. It has a waterdrop notch for its selfie camera. Most may prefer the left hole punch style on the Hot 10. I also think that looks better. The Infinix Hot 11 brings a high refresh rate display at 90Hz. This is not enabled by default, but you can enable it from the display settings. You can also keep it at 60Hz to get more out of the battery, but come on, it is a 6000 mAh battery. You will likely get a day and a half at the very least, even on 90Hz. So enjoy that fluid scrolling and animation experience that it brings. The Infinix Hot 11 comes with Android 11 and XOS version 8.0. Not very different from XOS 10 we saw on recent Infinix devices like the Note 11 series. This one is just a little extra on the bloatware and ads, but functions mostly the same. Compared to previous XOS versions, you now have it feature packed with new folder styles on the home screen. Also a new notification and quick panel style where you have to swipe from the top right to get the quick panel tiles, and a swipe down from the left gets you the notifications. XOS 8 still comes packed with features like auto call recording, kit mode, peak proof, smart panel, game mode, and plenty others to explore. As is customary with XOS, bloatware apps and ads come plenty. You'll need to do some uninstalling and disabling to get a cleaner and uninterrupted experience. The Infinix Hot 11, while powered by the Helio G37, is actually quite capable. My unit has 4 gigs of RAM and 128 gigs of internal storage. It does great to handle whatever you throw at it. The Helio G37 is a recent processor by Mediatek for budget devices. I think it is still pretty new, as the Hot 11 is the only device at the moment powered by the G37. It has decent benchmark scores, and I'd say it's a little better performing than the Helio G35 we saw on Tecno's Spark HP. It will not give you as much gaming performance as the Helio G70 on the Hot 10, but it certainly holds up on other aspects. Battery life on the Infinix Hot 11 is pretty solid. With 6000 mAh capacity, a day and a half is guaranteed. To charge it though, you would need to spend up to 3 hours or even more charging the device, as it comes with just a micro USB port and also does not have fast charging. I guess that should not be a problem, because you may only ever need to charge it at night thanks to its massive battery. The cameras of the Infinix Hot 11 sees a major upgrade over its predecessor, particularly its main rear camera. It now sports a 50 megapixel main camera, which is higher than the 16 megapixel we got on the Hot 10 and maybe just 2 megapixels higher than the 48 megapixels we got on the Hot 10T. Its main camera is accompanied by a depth sensor and an AI camera. There are no macro or ultra wide cameras here. The selfie camera remains unchanged at 8 megapixels. You'll find the rear cameras to take really good photos with good dynamic range for a device in this category. Photos are sharp and with good amount of background blur when the subject is close enough. You can even get sharper photos when you choose the 50MP mode. There's no dedicated night mode on the Hot 11. Its 8MP selfie camera does a good job of getting you decent photos. It gets the job done both with regular and portrait selfies. The Infinix Hot 11 is capable of capturing videos up to 1080p at 30 frames per second from both its selfie and the rear cameras, and it does a pretty decent job at that.
Okay, hello guys. So you are currently looking at a video from the selfie camera of the Infinix Hot 11, currently shooting at 1080p 30 fps. That's what you can do from both the selfie and the rear cameras. What do you think about its quality?
The Hot 11 is a decent entry-level device. It is a considerable upgrade from the Hot 10 with improved camera, bigger battery, high refresh rate, and it is quite affordable. However, if you are a gamer, you might want to pick up the Hot 10T, which has similar specs but is powered by the Helio G70 and costs a little less. We'd like to see Infinix leave the micro USB trend in 2021 and hopefully adopt USB-C for the Hot series in 2022. Also, XOS could do with a little less distractions in the form of bloatware and ads. That's all from me. Do hit the thumbs up if this video was helpful, and also consider subscribing to the channel. Peace out.